Quick question. Can you answer for this question? Answer is not root 36. The answer is, I will tell you later. Most students think that multiplying a square root will get the same number. No. So multiplying square root means like this, square root of a into square root of b, which is equal to square root of ab. Sounds crazy, right? Yes. What if I told you this will not work always? When you have the negative numbers inside the square root, this trick will not work. Today, I am going to explain the step-by-step procedure to solve these types of problems in an easiest way. First, recall the basics. What is 3 square? 3 square is 9, right? What is 3 square? 3 square is 9. Then what is the square root of 9? 3 you will say. Then what is the square root of minus 9? Don't say minus 3. Means square root of a negative number will not exist in a real number system. So here, where minus negative number will exist? So here is a trick where the new number system will exist. The negative number will call it as imaginary number. Right? So later we will discuss about it's a complex number, right? That negative number, that imaginary number, we will call it as I, or we will call it as iota, and this value is always square root of minus 1, or if you take for a squares, I square is equals to minus 1. Okay, then now let's talk about what is square root of minus 9. So now square root of minus 9 can be written as square root of 9 into minus 1. Then again split this, square root of 9 into square root of minus 1. And square root of 9 is 3, we know, and square root of minus 1 can be written as I, right? 3 into I is 3. Then calculate also for square root of minus 4. Then this can be written as square root of 4 into minus 1. Then square root of 4 into square root of minus 1. And square root of 4 is 2 and square root of minus 1 is I. So that is 2i, right? Then what's the problem we have? We have square root of minus 9 into square root of minus 4. And square root of minus 9 is 3i, right? So right here, multiply by square root of minus 4 is 2i. Then 3 2s are 6, I into I square, right? And what is I square? I square is minus 1. So 6 into minus 1. 6 into minus 1 is minus 6. So this is the right approach to solve the problem square root of minus 9 and square root of minus 4. Means if you multiply this, you will get minus 6, not root 36. So why did this happen? So because the square root of a and square root of a and square root of b is always square root of ab, but it does not work for a non-negative real numbers. That you need to keep it in mind. Like the square root of minus 4, we cannot write as minus of square root 4, right? So square root of minus 4 is we can written as 2i like this, right? That's why we will say the beauty of mathematics. Mathematics is just to precise, not to do in a hurry, right? Now your turn. Tell me in the comments what is square root of minus 2 and square root of minus 3. If you found this trick is helpful, hit the like button, share it with your friends, those who are struggling and those who are taking square root of